Hello medicos. Today I will discuss about the types of anemia part 1. In this video I will discuss about the sickle cell anemia, iron deficiency anemia and folic acid deficiency anemia and what is the difference between all these three. And also I will discuss about the causes of this type of anemia, symptoms, treatment, histopathology and investigation like blood test, bone marrow examination and also peripheral smear and the transfusion if required. Then please focus on that which I will explain with the help of the histopathology and also by the diagram which I will and also discuss the differences of these in the detail. So please focus on this. So let's start the video. First is the sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia, what happened? In this abnormal beta chain synthesis occur in which glutamic acid is replaced by the valine. Here glutamic acid is replaced by the valine on the which chromosome? Sixth chromosome. So it is mostly occur on the sixth chromosome. So this is also called, here you also know, this is also called point mutation because this mutation is occur by the changing of glutamic acid by valine. So this is also called point mutation. When in examination he will ask which type of mutation, then this is the point mutation. Causes, mostly causes by the hypoxia means decrease of the O2 level in the body, alcoholism, person, pregnancy also in pregnancy sickle cell anemia occur, acidosis, infection, surgery, stress, excess dehydration and exercise. When more exercise, a person will do more exercise more than limit, then it's also causes the sickle cell anemia. So main cause is the hypoxia, alcoholism and pregnancy and acidosis. This is the most important causes of the sickle cell anemia, but this also causes the sickle cell anemia when more amount, when limit more than the limit. Symptoms like you will see in the symptoms of the sickle cell anemia patient, symptoms like anemia means decrease of the hemoglobin and RBC level, jaundice also occur, weakness, fatigue and low grade fever. This is the most characteristic low grade type of fever also appear in case of sickle cell anemia. Splenomegaly also occur, pulmonary hypertension means pulmonary type of hypertension occur, abdominal pain, osteomyelitis, cyanosis and skin ulcer. Most of the important is the osteomyelitis, cyanosis and skin ulcer and abdominal pain. This is the most important symptoms appear in the sickle cell anemia patient. This mostly appear in the sickle cell anemia patient. So please learn these symptoms or mostly appear in all patient of the sickle cell anemia. What is the investigation where you will find the patient has sickle cell anemia? First of all, we will do the bone marrow. Bone marrow. When bone marrow examination occur, then you will see the in case of this increase of the cells. Also reticulocyte count increases in the patient. Reticulocyte count increases. So you will see the count of reticulocyte increases in the patient. And also in the blood test, what you will see in the patient, you will see that increase of total leukocyte count increases in the patient, also increase of the serum bilirubin increases in the patient of this. Also you will see the decrease of ESR value in the patient of sickle cell anemia. So this is the also hemoglobin level less and RBC count also decreases in the patient of the sickle cell anemia. When you will see the peripheral smear, in the peripheral smear you will see the sickle shape RBC, sickle like RBC, sickle RBC appear in the peripheral smear of the penile. And please learn this Howell-Jolly body appear in case of the sickle cell anemia patient. So this is the peripheral smear. When you will see the HPLC, it is the most important. When in examination he will ask which is the best choice for investigation. So HPLC is the best choice for investigation of the sickle cell anemia. What is HPLC? HPLC is the high performance liquid liquid chromatography. This is the full form of HPLC. So please learn this. This is the important. High cell liquid chromatography is the best method for investigation of the sickle cell anemia patient, because in this, when this investigation will take place, then you will see the patient has, this is the normal RBC, this is the sickle cell RBC. So HPLC, you will see the sickle cell RBC, you will see the sickle cell RBC, sickle like RBC appear in the blood smear or also in the blood, in the peripheral smear. So this is the best investigation called HPLC for the sickle cell anemia. What is the treatment of the patient of sickle cell anemia? Treatment of the patient of the sickle cell anemia, first of all, O2 supply, because I already talked here that hypoxia condition, mostly hypoxia condition occur in the patient of this. So when patient has hypoxia, then we will supply the oxygen to the patient. Transfusion of the blood, when transfusion, when you all know the in sickle cell anemia, normal RBC replaced by the sickle cell RBC. So if RBC count decreases normal RBC and sickle like, so we will transfuse the blood in the severe case, so decrease the HS type of hemoglobin. So for decrease percentage of hemoglobin S, you all know S is the sickle type of RBC, and normal type of RBC like HbF, this is the normal type of RBC. So it is replaced. So for transfusion of the blood, replace the hemoglobin S in the patient of the blood. There are two types of crisis occur in the patient of sickle cell: mild crisis and severe crisis. When a patient has mild crisis, then we will provide the NSAID. NSAID we will give, like you all know, diclofenac sodium, diclofenac or naproxen. This is the cases of mild crisis. When a patient has severe type of the sickle cell anemia, in the severe type of sickle cell anemia, we will provide the analgesia, like analgesic we will provide in the patient of this, like you all know, analgesic morphine, like morphine. So this is provided in case of the severe type of crisis. In mild crisis, NSAID; in severe cases, analgesic we will provide. And when patient is a young type or in child, then we will also bone marrow transplantation occur in the patient. Here you will see the laboratory diagnostic. I already said that increase in the reticulocyte. Here you will see the reticulocyte increases in the patient, and increase of total leukocyte count. Here leukocyte WBC count increases, but RBC, hemoglobin and hematocrit value decreases. So it is in this patient, RBC decreases, hemoglobin decreases, and hematocrit value also decreases. This is the normal value in the normal person, but this is the value in the sickle cell anemia person. So this is decreases in the patient. And also I discuss here that the increase of the serum bilirubin. So serum bilirubin increases in the patient of the sickle cell anemia. This is the result of laboratory examination of sickle cell anemia. When you will see the report of the patient of sickle cell anemia, then you will see this type of, like RBC decrease, hemoglobin decrease, hematocrit decreases, WBC count increases, and serum bilirubin increases, reticulocyte increases. This is the best investigation of the sickle cell anemia patient. And this here is the normal cell of the RBC. This is the sickle cell RBC. So this you will see in the blood test of the patient. This is about sickle cell anemia. Second is the iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency anemia occur due to the insufficient amount of iron in the blood, means decrease in the amount of iron in the blood. So it causes iron deficiency anemia. It is a microcytic type of anemia. If you didn't watch my 1 minute video, like which is microcytic anemia, which is macrocytic anemia, and which is normocytic anemia, please also watch this video. It is less than 1 minute, and you will understand about the with example of macrocytic anemia, microcytic anemia, and normocytic anemia, because I already gave about mnemonics of these microcytic, macrocytic, and normocytic type of anemia. So also watch this video, those video. Okay, this is the microcytic type of anemia, because size of RBC decreases in the patient of the iron deficiency anemia. So it is called microcytic type of the anemia. What is the, mostly you all know, iron is only absorbed in the iron plus 2 form. So in our diet, if has iron plus 3 form, then our body need to the formation of iron plus 2 form, because in our body only absorb iron plus 2 form absorb, and not absorb iron plus 3 form. So if iron plus 3 form present in the, then we will need a enzyme. Which enzyme? Cytochrome C reductase. This enzyme convert iron plus 3 into the iron plus 2. So in our body iron plus 2 absorb. So also if cytochrome, when also cytochrome C reductase enzyme decreases in our body, also causes the deficiency of iron. So it is also important, cytochrome C reductase enzyme which convert iron plus 3 into the iron plus 2. This also remember, this is the only iron plus 2 form are absorbed in the body, not iron plus 3 form, means not ferric form, only ferrous form are absorbed in our body. What is causes? Causes of the iron deficiency anemia, like excess blood loss. When in any large injury occur, then it causes the excess blood loss, so it also causes the iron deficiency anemia. Poor GIT absorption, means I already say, if iron plus 2 not absorbed in our body, because and if cytochrome C reductase not present in our body, then iron plus 3 are not converted into iron plus 2. So poor GIT absorption of iron occur also. In case of the alcoholism person, this enzyme activity decreases in the alcoholic person, so it also causes the iron deficiency anemia. In case of pregnancy and lactation, please learn this, pregnancy and lactation also causes the iron deficiency, mostly in case of pregnancy and lactation. You all know, in pregnant women always doctor said take the iron pills, because in the pregnancy and lactation period iron deficiency occur in the female. So it is very important, iron deficiency anemia occur in the patient of pregnancy and lactation. Also in case of the infection and growing child also need very high amount of the iron, so iron deficiency occur mostly also in the growing child. And peptic ulcer and colon ulcer, when peptic ulcer and colon ulcer occur, then also there is no absorption occur of the iron plus 2 form, so this is also causes the iron deficiency anemia. So please learn this, alcoholism, poor GIT absorption, pregnancy and lactation, this is the main causes of the iron deficiency anemia. And in the growing child, this is the causes of the iron deficiency anemia. What is the symptoms? Symptoms like weakness, high heart rate, means heart rate increases in the patient, fatigue, decreased exercise tolerance, means mainly it go fatigue very less time, feeling cold, patient feel cold, dyspnea, also palpitation, glossitis and stunted growth and pallor occur. This is the normal symptoms of the iron deficiency anemia of the patient. What is the investigation? For investigation, we will take blood or bone marrow examination, peripheral serum and iron profile test. In the blood test, you always see the level of the hemoglobin, like hemoglobin level also decreases in the patient, RBC level decreases. So MCB, you will always see the patient report like written MCH, MCB, MCSC, these all decreases. So please learn this point, this short form MCH, MCB and MCSC, because always in report he will write MCH, MCB, MCSC. So it's important to know about the this. MCH is called mean corpuscle hemoglobin, MCB is called mean corpuscular value, and MCSC called mean corpuscle hemoglobin concentration. This is the MCSC. So all are decreases in the patient of the iron deficiency anemia. Bone marrow examination, when patient has bone marrow examination, then you will see the micro normoblast present, micro normoblast type of cell present in the patient of the bone marrow examination. In the peripheral semen, you will see the microcytic hypochromic anemia. I already said macrocytic type of anemia. So this is the microcytic hypochromic anemia. Hypochromic anemia. And also you will see the patient of this in peripheral semen, anisocytosis and poikilocytosis. poikilocytosis occur in the patient. What is anisocytosis? What is poikilocytosis? Anisocytosis means size unequal. This is the size. Anisocytosis is the size. Poikilocytosis is the shape of RBC changes. So also size of RBC changes and also shape of the RBC changes. Which type of shape you will see in the patient is the pencil like cell. I will write pencil like cell or target cell present. Please learn this. This is very important. In the iron deficiency anemia patient, pencil like cell or target like cell present in the peripheral smear of the patient. After investigation, you will see the in peripheral smear of the patient pencil like cell or the target cell present. In the iron profile test, when you will do iron profile test, then you will see the serum ferritin level decreases. Also you will see the iron level also decreases, serum iron level decreases, and total iron binding capacity increases in the patient. Serum total iron binding capacity increases in the investigation when you will do investigation. Here I gave the chart for learn this. Hematocrit value means you all know RBC, when RBC value decreases, hemoglobin decreases, then hematocrit value also decreases. So in the patient hemoglobin level less, RBC also decreases, so hematocrit value also decreases. And I already discussed MCV, MCH and MCSC decreases in the patient of iron deficiency anemia. Also learn the full form of this. Also serum I already discussed peripheral smear. You will see iron in the iron profile test. You will see the decrease of the serum iron and increase of total iron binding capacity in the patient of the iron deficiency, and serum ferritin decreases. So this already I discussed this. So please learn this chart for iron deficiency anemia. You always see the this type of the blood test and also peripheral smear of the patient. What is the treatment? For the treatment, always provide the iron supplement tablets like oral form or parenteral form. When mostly used in the oral form, when patient has not able to take in the oral form, then we will give also the parenteral form of the treatment. And also blood transfusion when very less amount, because I already discussed when excessive blood loss like any accident or any injury, so we will also provide the blood transfusion for the patient recovery. Also when he will ask which type of diet provided, for diet like we increases the fibers diet, in those diet in which increases fiber, also increases the fluid intake in the patient of iron deficiency anemia, and also take iron pills and vitamin C, iron or vitamin C, vegetables and fruit. So it is important for the diet of the patient, and this is about the iron deficiency anemia. You will see here that the pencil cell or teardrop like or target like appearance. So this is the histopathology of the iron deficiency anemia. Here you will see the pencil like cell and teardrop like and target cell. So this always learn the pencil like cell are present in the iron deficiency anemia, and this is your here you will see the microcytic type, because I already discussed this is the microcytic anemia. So this is smaller in the size compared to the normal RBC, and this is the histopathology. Please learn this, and this is the investigation in of the patient of iron deficiency anemia. Third is the folic acid deficiency anemia. This is mostly occur due to the deficiency of vitamin B9, means folate deficiency. Vitamin B9 deficiency causes the folic acid deficiency anemia. It is a macrocytic type and megaloblastic type of anemia. I already discussed iron deficiency anemia is a microcytic type of anemia, but folic acid deficiency anemia is a macrocytic or megaloblastic, means in this RBC size increases than the normal. Here you will see the increase of RBC size. So this is a macrocytic or megaloblastic type of the anemia. What is the causes? Causes of the folic acid deficiency anemia is the deficient in the diet or deficient of vitamin B9 or B12 causes the folic acid deficiency anemia, because B9 deficiency also occur in the folic acid deficiency anemia, and B12 deficiency also occur. B12 deficiency, I know B12 deficiency occur in the pernicious type of anemia, but in the folic acid deficiency anemia patient also vitamin B12 deficiency occur. So deficiency in the diet of vitamin B9 and B12, malabsorption of the vitamins, and methotrexate. It is a drugs which also causes the deficiency of folic acid anemia. So if a patient take this type of drug, this causes also deficiency of folic acid deficiency anemia. Anticonvulsant drug also causes the folic acid deficiency. Ultraviolet radiation, please also learn UV radiation. If a patient have UV radiation range, then it also causes the folic acid deficiency anemia. And alkaline pulsar also defect in the homocysteine methyl transferase or deficiency of vitamin B12. I already discussed vitamin B12 deficiency also causes the folic acid deficiency anemia. And kidney dialysis, when patient has kidney dialysis, then it also causes the folic acid deficiency anemia. Also in the patient of liver disease, those patient has liver disease also causes the folic acid deficiency anemia, because you all know liver is the largest organ and many function occur. So absorption of vitamin B9 B12 also occur in the liver, so it also causes the folic acid deficiency anemia in the liver disease of the patient. What is the symptoms of the patient? Like weight loss occur in the patient of deficiency anemia, folic acid deficiency anemia, loss of appetite, weakness, irritability, but neurological symptoms absent. When I will discuss about the pernicious type of anemia, vitamin B12 deficiency, then I will discuss neurological symptom present in the pernicious type of anemia, but neurological symptoms absent in the folic acid deficiency. So this is the difference between the folic acid deficiency anemia and pernicious anemia. Here you will not see the deficiency of here you will not see the symptom of neurological type. So neurological symptoms absent in the folic acid deficiency anemia. And oral ulcer present, this is the also very important symptom. Oral ulcer appear in the folic acid deficiency anemia and pallor. Please learn this oral ulcer, and there is no neurological symptoms appear in the folic acid. This is the very important. What is the investigation? For investigation we will take blood and Figlu test. I will discuss blood. In the blood you will see the decrease of the amount of the folate level decreases in the blood. Also in the serum folate level decreases, and in the patient hemoglobin level also decreases, RBC level decreases, but MCV level increases in the patient of mean corpuscle volume increases in the patient of the folic acid deficiency anemia. Other all ferritin, TIBC all are normal. Here you will see that the patient lab profile, here you will see the hemoglobin level decreases but MCV level increases in the patient. Hemoglobin level also RBC level decreases in the patient. And this is the red blood cell distribution width. This increases. RDB means red blood cell distribution width. It is increases in the patient of the iron deficiency anemia. But other all are normal, like TIBC, ferritin level, iron level all are normal in the folic acid deficiency anemia. Also vitamin B12 and vitamin B9 deficiency occur in the folic acid deficiency. What is Figlu test? This is the best test for the patient determination of patient of folic acid deficiency. Figlu test, you all know Figlu. First of all, this is the one enzyme name glutamic acid. This help in the, it is a intermediate product which is formed in the when L-histidine or L-glutamic acid conversion occur. So this also causes a deficiency of this also causes. So Figlu test we will do. It is used to determine the deficiency of vitamin B9 and vitamin B12. So when in examination he will ask about which test for investigation is the Figlu test. You will always choose the Figlu test is used for the folic acid deficiency anemia. Here this is the intermediate product formiminoglutamate acid, which is the intermediate product of the L-histidine or L-glutamic acid marker intercellular level of folate. So this is the Figlu test used for the deficiency of folic acid deficiency anemia. What is the treatment? In the treatment of the patient of folic acid deficiency anemia, we will provide the folic acid supplement like oral pills, Oral pills are also parenteral we will give when patient has no absorption capacity. And also multivitamin B complex like vitamin B9, vitamin B12 supplement we will provide in the patient of folic acid deficiency anemia. So this is all about folic acid deficiency anemia.